Satnam, and welcome to day 9, the month of mindfulness. Today I'm going to talk to you about a word which is affecting a lot of us psychologically, and that's hereditary diseases. The thing is, you know that your mother had diabetes, your father had diabetes, and you say, oh, now I'm also going to get diabetes. Your father had high cholesterol, he had a heart attack, your mother's got high cholesterol, oh, I'm also going to get high cholesterol. It's hereditary. Now, what I want to tell you is, in my books, in what I believe, genuinely, there's no such thing. Because my father had super high cholesterol. In fact, he died at a very, very young age of a heart attack. I have no cholesterol. My mother has got diabetes, she's got Parkinson's, she's got all of those problems. I have nothing close to it. Now, what is the meaning of a hereditary disease is what I want to tell you in this whole ideology of mindfulness and being aware. What I want to make you aware of is that your father is eating atta, he's eating wheat, he's having milk every night with maybe with the food, which is the worst thing to do. Maybe he's combining the ghee and the honey together. Maybe so these are mistakes, right? These are mistakes in Ayurveda in food combining. Maybe you are all sitting under a beam. Now I've said in Feng Shui you can't sit under a beam. Now maybe you're all sitting under a beam and having your dinner. Maybe there's a particular sofa where you're all sitting, throughout the day, which is under a beam. Maybe there's a particular leakage in a certain part of your house. The point is the leakage in the particular part of the house, because as per Feng Shui, which I strongly believe in, the area, the corner where that leakage is happening is affecting your life in that particular way. Maybe it's affecting your health life, maybe it's affecting your relationship, maybe it's affecting, whatever is affecting, it's affecting you. So whether it's your food patterns, whether it's your lifestyle pattern. Now my parents used to sleep at 1 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock at night. What could I do? I also had to sleep at 2 o'clock at night. What would I do? I mean, if I went to sleep early, our house was so small, literally if somebody whispered here, you could wake up. So I couldn't sleep early. Now if I slept late, I woke up late like them. You see, we were on a vacation at Maldives, and we saw this really, really big guy. He was so short, must be like 10 years old. And we saw his plate. It had 2 donuts, it had a croissant, it had a pastry. At 8:30 in the morning, all this food was there. I don't call it food, sorry, junk food. The pastry was there. Then there was some other kachra, then there was some other garbage. And then I looked at it like this. And I told my wife, I said, Sonali, can you imagine now, when you see what his parents are eating, what they will be eating? And after 2 minutes, we saw his 2 parents, again, huge, like large, big balls, both of them, like the sun. And they came with the same kind of things. Donut, croissant, cake, pastry, ta-da-da. So now, how is this disease genetic? It's the lifestyle that gets passed on. If your father had cholesterol, it does not mean you have to have cholesterol. Exercise, do yoga, eat right, eat sattvic food, eat alkaline food. You won't get that. Somebody in your family had cancer doesn't mean you have to have cancer. Identify the markers for what you need to perfectly live a healthy life, what you need to eat to live a perfectly healthy life. I'm telling you again, there is no such thing as genetic diseases. There's something called a pattern. You are following a pattern which has been passed on to you. You're all doing the same things. You're all living in the same house. You're all waking up at the same time. You're all sleeping at the same time. You're all watching TV while eating your food. You're all talking to each other, yapping away when you're sitting. Supposed to shut up and eat your food quietly, mindfully. You're all doing the same thing. That's why you're all getting the same diseases. It's not genetic. It's not hereditary. So stop blaming your genes. Take responsibility for your life, for your health, for your actions. That's what life is really all about. And then, as always, live a healthy life, live a happy life. See you tomorrow. Satnam.